Well, before we go, we have one more special surprise guest who wants to say a few remarks to you. Commissioner Daniella Levine Cava.
Thank you. What a special treat. What a joy. I am only 6 months in office, and this has got to be a highlight, the highlight. I have been a great admirer of our citizenship program and of all of you who choose to be Americans. You are Americans by choice. You have other choices and you choose us. And so really a special honor. So thank you very much for letting me share just a few words with you. I believe, it's not a matter of belief, it's really a fact. Our country is built on immigration. How many of us were not descendants of immigrants if we weren't immigrants ourselves? Well, only those few who were here when European settlers started coming over. So there are those who can claim to be original Americans, but for the vast majority of us, we came to this country as immigrants. The doors were open. They're still open, not as open as I would like them to be, but they are still open. We need to pry them open a little further. Make it easier. Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to thank you for making the choice and let you know that I personally have learned patriotism from our new Americans. I am among those who took it for granted that we lived in the greatest country in the world. I am civically active. After all, I now am in office. I was elected to office. But as a child and growing up, I really did take this great privilege too much for granted. And as I started to learn more about our immigration and our pathways to citizenship, and I saw the passion that people brought to this opportunity. After all, you know more about our democracy than most of our citizens. I don't think a typical American can pass the test that you pass to become a citizen. So we have to learn from you, not just the basics of our government, but what it means to be part of a great democracy. We must never, ever take it for granted. And so I would like to say to all of you, Americans by choice, that what happens now into the future is the most critical of all, because you have it within your hands. You have the power to transform our democracy to the greatness that it deserves. We have taken our democracy for granted, and you can show us the way to stay active, to participate, not just passively, not just voting in elections, which, by the way, how many of you are registered to vote or will on your way down? I guess on your way down you registered to vote. Not yet. Please do not miss that chance. And then once you've registered, help us. We don't want a 12% turnout. We don't want a 16% turnout. We want 100% turnout, proudly. And you can be the ambassadors to show those who take it for granted what a great privilege this is, and to participate actively. Come down to these chambers during our meetings. Speak up at the public hearings. Organize your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers, your relatives. Let us know what's important to you. We have a matter coming before the County Commission. It passed out of committee yesterday to become a city for citizenship. There are 500,000 residents of Miami-Dade County ready to take the step that you've taken. But for some reason, they haven't stepped forward. might be financial. We've created some real financial barriers to becoming a citizen, and I know you've overcome those. There are some waivers of the fees, and we're trying to get some scholarship dollars to help people move forward. There may be a fear of becoming a citizen. What does it mean? What does it require? There may be a comfort in staying in resident status. So I ask you, I beseech you, take your newfound citizenship proudly back into the community and be ambassadors. Bring us more. Next year, let's be double here in the chambers. Let us get to that 500,000 people waiting to become the new leaders of our democracy. Thank you very, very much.